Aruba. For such a tiny Caribbean island, Aruba has a highly sophisticated culinary scene. It's an interesting kaleidoscope of international cuisine influenced by over 90 nationalities and cultures. You can find it served in the over 200 fine dining restaurants, countless cafes and snack spots across the island. If you're headed to Aruba, you're in for a culinary treat. However, there are some distinctly local flavors and dishes that are woven deep into the mosaic of daily life that truly set it apart from other Caribbean islands. Some dishes are steeped in tradition, others are seasonal, and some can be a tad difficult to find.
But it's well worth the effort to seek them out to truly discover how locals like to eat, drink and be merry on one happy island. Here's a list of traditional local food you should try in Aruba. Let's begin. Ayakas. Up until recently, it was very tough to find ayakas in restaurants on Aruba unless you were on island at Christmas time, as they are typically made in the home during the holidays and each family has their own secret recipe. But now there are spots often serving them up in single portions to give visitors the opportunity to taste this local holiday treat. Originating in Latin America, ayakas are a delicious mixture of meats, usually chicken and ham mixed with spices, items like olives, raisins, pickled onions, prunes, cashews and the like, and folded into an envelope of funchi and steamed in banana leaves. Bolo's a fancy Aruban dessert. When it's party time, it's all about the bolos. Aruban high-layer cakes known as bolos are a must-have at every get-together. If you're lucky, you'll see some of the coolest ones like pistachio cake, cashew nut cake, or panch crema cake, made with the island's answer to liquor-laden eggnog, on the restaurant menu. Cocada and other sweet treats. And look to the corner stores, supermarkets and festival market stalls to find authentic kuzdushi, house-made goodies and sweets like cocada, a coconut candy made with grated coconut, brown sugar and lime juice. Enjoy this fudge like candy for a quick energy boost any time of day. Other tasty desserts on Aruba include soenchi's colored meringue kisses and lots of treats made with cashews. Dutch pancakes. Food influences from the Netherlands are also big on Aruba, and many Dutch expats craving a taste of home have recreated some delightful traditions on the island. Pancakes are one of them. Dutch pancakes are very different from their North American counterparts. They are thin and flat and more like crepes. They're served stuffed or topped with a wide range of goodies, both sweet and savory. Dutch pancakes are definitely a must-try food in Aruba. They are eaten for all meal times: breakfast, lunch and dinner. Kari. Though originally made with shark, any firm whitefish will do to make this dish. It's made by mixing flaked stewed or leftover fish with sautéed annatto powder or achiote, fresh basil, onion, celery, tomato and green pepper. It's most often served on its own or with a staple like rice. Keshi yina. Often called Aruba's national dish, this comfort food casserole was born of necessity since it was created entirely of leftovers baked into a hollow rind of Edam cheese. Though not as popular or easy to find as the meat-based version, seafood stuffed keshi yina is also a traditional dish of Aruba. Kesio. Dushi means sweet, and Arubans like their sweets in cake, candy, and flan form the most. Kesio or Kesio is the island's answer to creme caramel or flan, and is a very popular dessert in Aruba. You'll see it on a lot of menus. Pasteki. Pastekis are deep-fried pastry pockets stuffed with myriad types of goodies. Typically you'll find cheese, ham, beef, chicken or tuna inside a pasteki, but you can sometimes find chop suey filling, thanks to the Asian influence on the island. These half-moon-shaped pastries are a popular grab-and-go breakfast staple for locals, and you can see people lining up at their favorite takeout spots before the workday begins. They are an important part of the local culture. Pisca. Of course, being an island, Aruba is blessed with a bounty of goodies from the sea, and scads of seafood and fish restaurants preparing it a myriad of ways. But when it comes to the traditional style of serving fresh fish, Arubans keep it very simple. Pisca, simply translated, means fried fish. A typical Aruban catch of the day meal would be a fillet or whole fish fried or grilled and topped with a rich red tomato onion peppers Creole sauce and punctuated with spices like paprika and herbs like yerba de whole, the island's pungent local basil. Cebolla tempura, made of slivered marinated onions and Madame Jeanette hot peppers known as Madame Jeanette peppers in Aruba. You'll often see cebolla tempura as a side condiment at almost every meal in Aruba. This tangy side with a bit of kick features the Madame Jeanette pepper from Suriname, a fiery hot pepper that clocks in between 200,000 to 300,000 heat units on the Scoville Pepper Index, putting it on par with the habanero pepper for heat. Sopas. A top food in Aruba to try is soup. Arubans are big on hearty soups, especially fish soup or sopa de pisca, which will depend on the catch of the day for its base. And for the culinary adventurous there is also sopa de mondongo or tripe soup. Yambo is the name for their Antillean-style gumbo, which features okra and gives it a slippery, stringy texture which garnered it the nickname, slimy soup, but don't worry, it tastes better than it sounds. If you happen to see sopa de pampuna featured on a restaurant menu anywhere, grab it. This seriously delicious creamy pumpkin soup is enhanced with annatto seed and sometimes also contains bits of salted beef. Stobas. A popular hot comfort food in Aruba is stew or stoba, enjoyed by Arubans despite the tropical climate. It's typically made with beef or goat as its base, but calco stoba or conch stew is also popular. Though you typically had to go to a restaurant that specialized in comida local or local cuisine to find it, nowadays there are many new cafes and restaurants bringing it back to the forefront of mainstream cuisine and adding their own touches to make it look more appealing on a plate. The island of Aruba is famous for its stunning blonde beaches, wind-sculpted desert landscapes, and some of the best wreck diving in the Caribbean. Aruba is a relatively dry island with consistently fine weather. But this island offers not only the wonder of nature but also their unique kind of traditional foods. If you plan to visit Aruba, don't forget to taste their one-of-a-kind dishes that can make you full. Have fun in Aruba!